The Falcon X9 Shadowstrike isn't just another fifth-generation fighter, it represents the convergence of stealth technology, artificial intelligence, hypersonic strike capability, and real-time adaptive combat systems. Built under a veil of secrecy and rumored to be the product of a trilateral collaboration between the United States, the United Kingdom, and a silent partner nation, the Falcon X9 is the answer to a new era of aerial warfare. It's not merely a tool of war, it's a symbol of technological dominance. At first glance, the jet's silhouette evokes a sense of mystery. It's sleek, angular, and futuristic, designed with a radical departure from traditional fighter jet design philosophies. Gone are the bulky external weapon pods or noticeable air intakes. Instead, the Falcon X9 uses internal weapon bays, adaptive skin panels, and ventral and dorsal air scoops that open and close depending on flight requirements. The radar cross-section is said to be lower than a metal marble, making it virtually invisible to conventional radar systems even at mid-range proximity. One of the jet's standout features is its fully autonomous combat co-pilot system, codenamed Ghostmind. Ghostmind is not just a digital assistant but a neural network-based combat AI capable of real-time threat analysis, electronic warfare countermeasures, and even predictive enemy behavior modeling. In a simulated dogfight test conducted in a sealed environment, Ghostmind reportedly defeated 6 fourth-gen fighters without human input. Pilots can hand over full or partial control to the AI, which can independently maneuver, target, and engage threats if the human pilot is incapacitated or outnumbered. The Shadowstrike is powered by a next-generation hybrid turbine ramjet engine, dubbed the Vortex X12. This engine gives the aircraft not only supercruise capabilities but allows it to briefly reach hypersonic speeds exceeding Mach 5 in short bursts. These shadow jumps, as they're referred to by test pilots, enable the aircraft to escape missile locks, reposition across vast distances in seconds, or intercept high-priority targets far beyond the battlefield horizon. These maneuvers, once considered science fiction, are now practical realities. When it comes to armament, the Falcon X9 breaks new ground. It is equipped with a modular weapons-based system that can adapt based on mission profile. In its standard interceptor role, it carries 8 internally mounted AIM-400 inches Viperbolt missiles, new stealth air-to-air missiles with self-adjusting flight patterns and onboard jamming capability. For air-to-ground operations, the jet can deploy up to 4 variable-yield kinetic strike missiles, capable of penetrating deep buried bunkers or disabling underground command centers with pinpoint precision. It also features a directed energy weapon mounted beneath the nose, an advanced solid-state laser known as the Silent Fang, capable of disabling enemy drones, missiles, or even optics on adversary fighters within a 5-kilometer radius. Despite its immense offensive capability, the Falcon X9 is equally impressive defensively. It uses a dual-layer defense system, one physical, the other digital. The aircraft's hull is coated with a metamaterial skin that not only absorbs radar but can shift its electromagnetic signature, mimicking civilian aircraft or fading into background noise. Meanwhile, the onboard EU suite constantly emits low-intensity decoy pulses, scrambles IR seekers, and can override certain enemy drone protocols to hijack or disable them mid-air. Cockpit design in the Falcon X9 reflects a new philosophy in pilot-machine interaction. The traditional control stick has been replaced with a gesture-responsive hollow interface. The helmet, known as the Blackglass MIC-III, offers complete 360-degree visual immersion, enhanced night and thermal vision, target designation via eye movement, and even biometric stress analysis to adjust workload distribution. If the pilot experiences high-G blackouts or cognitive overload, Ghostmind assumes partial or full control seamlessly, ensuring mission continuation and survival. Logistics and battlefield interoperability have also been considered. The Shadowstrike can communicate with allied drones, AWACS, satellites, naval units, and ground forces via quantum-encrypted data links. Its communication systems include real-time language translation, threat triangulation from multiple data sources, and a battlefield neural network that grows smarter the more it flies. Every sortie the Falcon X9 completes feeds a central learning hub, allowing future missions to benefit from past experience, not just from that aircraft but from the entire fleet. During its final testing stages, the Falcon X9 was put through 100 simulated combat scenarios. These included dogfights against top-tier enemy aircraft, anti-access area denial (A2AD) penetration tests, urban combat operations, and even swarm drone defenses. In each scenario, the Shadowstrike reportedly achieved a 96% mission success rate. Only 2 simulated kills were registered against it, both in highly coordinated surprise attacks that would likely result in mutual destruction in a real-world environment. Military analysts call the jet a war dominance multiplier, a platform capable of dictating the rules of engagement across all domains of modern combat. But what about its support and deployment readiness? Despite its sophistication, the Falcon-X9 has been designed with modular maintenance systems. Ground crews equipped with AR goggles can service the jet quickly thanks to color-coded internal layouts and predictive diagnostic software. A damaged Shadowstrike can be repaired and relaunched within 3 hours of emergency landing, a record unheard of for a platform of this complexity. The cost, as expected, is significant, estimated at $285 million per unit including AI, weapon systems, and pilot training. Yet, many military think tanks argue that 10 Falcon X9s can accomplish what previously required an entire air wing. With stealth, speed, survivability, and self-awareness, each unit is a force multiplier, not merely a piece of hardware. For allied nations with advanced infrastructure, acquisition and joint ops integration packages are being offered through secure military alliances. One might ask, what are the drawbacks? The Falcon X9's overwhelming complexity means it isn't for mass deployment. Only elite squadrons with the highest pilot screening standards and infrastructure readiness will be able to operate it effectively. Additionally, the reliance on AI raises ethical concerns. While Ghostmind is bound by hard-coded combat rules, there's an ongoing debate about the implications of AI decision-making in lethal force applications. Furthermore, the use of adaptive camouflage and mimicking civilian signatures has prompted scrutiny under international warfare regulations, especially concerning combat near urban zones or in contested airspace. However, there's no denying the strategic advantage the Falcon X9 offers. In early 2025, during a high-altitude standoff near a disputed airspace in the Pacific, 3 Shadowstrikes were reportedly deployed in stealth recon mode. While no official engagement occurred, adversary radar systems recorded unexplained signal dropouts, multiple misclassified objects, and anomalies in satellite imaging. Within minutes of the encounter, the foreign fleet changed course. It's unclear what exactly the Shadowstrikes did, but their presence alone altered the trajectory of a potential confrontation. Looking forward, there's speculation about a naval variant, the Falcon X9N, which would offer vertical takeoff and landing capabilities for aircraft carriers and amphibious platforms. Rumors also persist of a 2-seat variant for training and electronic warfare specialization, tentatively named the Shadowstrike V. In a world where threats are increasingly multidimensional, fast-evolving, and often hidden in the gray zones between peace and war, the Falcon X9 Shadowstrike is designed to dominate not only in firepower but in perception, agility, and adaptation. It's a ghost in the sky, a predator that sees before it's seen, strikes before it's engaged, and disappears before it's understood. The very name Shadowstrike reflects its philosophy, not brute force, but decisive, unseen precision. Whether it will define the next generation of aerial warfare remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the Falcon X9 has already changed how we imagine the battlefield of tomorrow. In summary, the Falcon X9 Shadowstrike is not just an aircraft, it is an evolution of air power, a leap into the future of multi-domain warfare. From stealth to speed, from AI co-pilots to smart weapons, from command integration to autonomous combat strategies, this fighter redefines what it means to control the skies. For its developers and future operators, it's more than technology, it's a doctrine.